there. We are here. So are you. It's time for announcements. And we have some new, some old. So we will discuss them each in great detail, depending on whether or not we think you've heard a lot about them before. But some of them are brand new to this week's announcements list. One of the things that we want to direct your attention to is one of the QR codes that you'll find in this week's bulletin near the top, having to do with Lutheran Women's Missionary League. There is a survey on the other end of that QR code that is meant to help LWML find out what people know about LWML. And then they'll be able to look at the data that they get back and decide where should they concentrate on next in terms of letting the church know, letting the world know who they are and how people can get involved. So that's where you come in. Follow the link in the QR code, take the survey, help them help you as they want to introduce themselves and make sure you are fully cognizant of what the LWML is all about.
High school graduation. That season is fast upon us. And I know schools are already starting to graduate their children. It's going to be happening over the next few weeks. If you have a graduate, know of a graduate, let us know. Email the office. Let us know who they are and also if they know where they are going. We would love to share the good news with everybody and also, and most importantly, pray for them. And so if you could do that, that would be great. Thank you.
This morning was the last session of our Sunday school until September. Following all school systems everywhere, basically, we are taking some time off, mostly for the sake of the teachers so that they can get recharged and ready for a new fall season, which we're praying is bigger and better than ever. It looks like it's trending in that direction, so that's a wonderful blessing. We'd like to recognize Tracy Dietz, Kim Craig, and Peg Kump for all the effort that they've put into getting to know these children, teaching them the Word of God, and just doing all that they can to put Jesus in front of these young ones. Thank you to each of you for doing that. Thanks to our families for making use of our Sunday school. This is a ministry that we are intent on doing what we can to grow and multiply. And this has been a really positive year in that regard. So watch for the official start date coming up in September. And also, so you are aware, Adult Education Hour will continue through the summer. We'll be there in the fellowship hall at 9:15, ready to go and to be in the Word with you. So that does not shut down, but our Sunday school is taking their regular break.
10:15 service. Do you attend the 10:15 service? If you do, you're not watching this live, most likely. You shouldn't be because you're on the road home. But if you do attend, let us know if you would be interested in helping out with our tech booth. It is harder, easier than it sounds. It's very easy. You push a button, you push a couple of buttons. That's really it. And we sure could use your help. If you're interested in exploring it, even if you don't want to commit, that's fine. Just reach out to Lori Doe and she can let you know what's going on and see, maybe you can shadow someone just to see what it's like.
Vacation Bible School now has a QR code of its own.
Yes, it does.
Hop on there, register, see what's going on with Vacation Bible School. This announcement in this week's bulletin is very well done. I don't want to mess it up, so I'm just going to read it as is. VBS is more than just a kids ministry. It's a unifying church-wide activity. Last summer, more than 40 men, women, and children from our congregation volunteered their time and talents in this important week-long event. Some led the children in worship, games, crafts, and snacks. Others helped with registration. And many helped behind the scenes decorating the church, donating a Thrive in Action grant, baking, shopping for treats, cleaning up. Church-wide activities like this are an important part of knitting together St. Mark members and building our collective faith lives. And if you are interested in finding out how you can staff one of those things described there or do something else entirely to support VBS, Pastor Chris is the man you want to talk to. Although you could talk to me, and I would recommend that you talk to Pastor Chris. So however you want to do that, however many steps. But yeah, that's going to be great, and it's going to be here soon. I would like to report that during this past week, the puppet has arrived.
Oh,
Yes.
bum, bum, bum.
Yes. I'm very enthused. It is a puppet unlike I have in my collection. So I'm
Oh, cannot wait.
super excited.
Awesome. Have you named it?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Got to
All
work on a voice as well. These
Okay.
are things I will be doing
right.
for the next couple of weeks.
All right. Our next book club is going to be discussing Fiona Davis's The Magnolia Palace. And we would love to include you in that discussion. It's a historical fiction book that centers around Frick Collection Museum in New York City.
I don't know anything about that.
Me neither. So maybe we'll attend and listen.
Maybe. Yeah.
June 11th at 1 o'clock in the small dining room here in the church. That is when the discussion will begin. You can come early with a lunch and socialize, as many people do, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The discussion will start at 1 o'clock, and you can contact Sue Matsky for a book or with any questions. Bring a friend or two, and I'll do the same. I'll offer the same thing. If you want to contact me, you're more than welcome to, and I'll just point you to Sue Matsky.
Yeah. Good idea. Good idea. You know, as wild as it is to be talking about June, there's also something in November of this year that we need to mention. That is our Christmas boutique, Friday and Saturday, November 7th and 8th. We have space for 30 vendors, and so we are asking for help in getting the word out
Mhm.
to those who create and sell and are, you know, looking to get into the circuit of sales that happen around the holidays. When you do that, when you let them know about the boutique and the dates, please also let them know this is a juried event so that what they produce is going to be looked at and evaluated to see if it is something that we want to have available at the sale. So it's not just an automatic, give me the registration, pay the fee. We want to make sure that it really is of high quality. So that's what the juried event portion of that means. But having said that, there is a vendor application live on our church website. You can point them there. And Karen Rudar, whose information is in this week's bulletin, as well as in our directory app, is the person to call specifically with vendor questions.
And I think, again, in the spirit of invitations, I will offer my services to taste
Oh,
baked items in
Oh.
case, like a prejudged
Wow.
judge. Just, I'll give you my honest opinion.
that's good. Yeah, how could you pass that up?
Right?
That's a great offer. All right. Well, just a word of thanks before we go for everyone who played a part in supporting Pastor Ken's memorial service and the luncheon that was served after that. Many, many hands go into hosting an event of that nature. And so thank you for those of you who did give of your time in that way, who baked and brought in things and who served, who set up, tore down, got things ready. All of it works together to really help support every family that we serve. And of course, Pastor Welsh's family was very important for us to be able to serve well. So thank you. It is most appreciated. I don't know if I share this enough or not, but I often get comments from the funeral directors with whom we work in these matters who say that St. Mark is one of the few places that still have this sort of robust luncheon and dinner offerings for grieving families. And we're just blessed to have that, to have people who are interested and available and give of themselves, because you're often changing your calendar at the drop of a dime to get this pulled off. It's all appreciated. So thank you very much. Watch for us online. I think it'll be a fairly typical online week between devotions and Bible studies and at the Cross and Children's Chapel. That will continue throughout the summer months, even though our preschool is now on break. So see you online. Anything else before we go?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching, and